I wasn't sure I was going to do this review because it's really just one moment that makes it hilarious, but all the stuff that leads up to it is kind of funny. And this is actually a very unique run because, you know, you guys have probably seen in the channel, we keep talking about all these people who are bending over backwards to not get the lever debuff, who are in a position where they're like a lever mentality type person, but they refuse to play by the rules Blizzard has set out. They don't want to leave the key, but they don't want to continue either, ruining other people's time, right? You guys have seen those videos on this channel, right? This is the complete opposite. It just cracks me up, dude. Let's get going. You're gonna watch a 11 streets with 22 deaths. I'm gonna show you guys every single death because truthfully, there's not much going on. There's really not much to this key, like I said, but there's one hilarious, ironic moment at the end that ties it all together that makes this all worth it. So anyway, we're doing a pretty big pull here. Normally we do this kind of thing, and then Bloodlust, we don't do that. Yet again, guess what? We're watching again unfold here. Another Beast Mastery Hunter, not Bloodlusting. We'll come back to that. Anyway, the tank is going to die. So that is going to be 4 deaths just right there, just because the tank death. 5th death coming in there as we continue to get back. We actually get back and salvage it, so that things haven't reset. It's kind of a good thing. I don't know if it's always good, but I think it works out in this situation. Funny part is, though, we are going to have our 6th death as we come in. You see that guy die there? Watch it again. We enter, and there's like some mechanics kind of in the doorway here. This guy plays a hunter, so he doesn't give a shit about mechanics. He's just going to stand still and just die to that. Here comes number 7. You can probably already see the theme here. Somebody's got to tell me what this like little turtle shell helmet these hunters have on is. Turtle used to be like this big vibrant spell, and now it looks like it's just like a little helmet over their head or something like that. I don't really know what's going on there, but anyway, this guy's just actually going to stand in that and not even move out of that and just get knocked away there. We're coming up to the first boss, so at least, you know, we didn't bloodlust in the trash, but I'm sure we'll bloodlust on the boss, right? Right? Where's the bloodlust? Okay, I guess not. Forget it. We're not going to bloodlust on this either. We have an absolutely hilarious combo of 2 deaths here. I don't think I've ever seen this before. By the way, the person who gets picked has plenty of time to react. You do not have to run out expecting to be picked, especially as a monk. You'd think you'd have plenty of time, but there's our 2 deaths right there. We have this hunter who's now stood in 2 different avoidables and died. He's going to get picked and does not react. Like literally does not react. Watch him standing kind of just right above the webcam. They actually move over to this spot from another mechanic, and then they just stand there as a BM hunter and do not move for like 15 straight seconds, the final second being their death. And then I think this is really funny because we're here as a melee attacking it, and the boss just like gets too close, so it actually kills the melee as well as the hunter. So 2 deaths right there just to that, and we battle res the person who's submitting this, and now we're down here trying to kill it. It's actually funny how long it takes with only 1 DPS otherwise. Boss is at a sliver of health, like we're talking about sub 1% here, and we are going to have 1 more death here to the same thing. Actually really funny. I think he expects it to die because it's literally like you can barely see the bar. I think it's actually at 0%, so he just turns around and tries to finish it, but it doesn't die. It actually, look at how long it takes to die from here. I think even funnier about the situation, after the death, there's now no damage dealers alive, right? Because the other guy's in the cage, so the tank has to just finish the boss here, but he charges and starts attacking the cage. So the Holy Pally has to turn around and finish the boss at 0% health. So we're up to 3 like pretty bad avoidable deaths from the hunter, a couple from other people as well, and we're gonna add a 4th on this fight. I guess nobody's surprised by this. This fight always goes poorly for me anymore. I really don't understand why it's become so hard for people. But in the final phase, she is going to try to pull you in. You're meant to resist it. I think this is a little overly resistive, but there is going to be a death on the fight. It's of course going to be the hunter. You would think that if the melee DPS is running, sprinting away to try to dodge it, you'd think the BM hunter would have no problem doing it. You can actually see their dot on the map. They are directly under the boss. So they're just going to be stood underneath the boss when it starts and just instantly die there. So that is our 11th death on our way to like the second half of the dungeon, and we're going to do something kind of wacky here. Looks like, I don't know if it's the person who submitted this got too close, but somebody gets too close. I think it might actually be them because it looks like they get in combat with it. We are trying to pull these 5, and then as the person who submits this runs by, they actually aggro another gigantic pack, and this is going to be a disaster. So the hunter actually dies first, but then the tank dies, and then it's going to be a full wipe here. Trying it again. Barely. I mean, we barely get by that time. I have to say, it's very dangerous to do that. This is why I don't come over the side, honestly. No worries. We're going to just fight it normally this time. Now we're going to go to Misa's Oasis and start like the RP event, which we have already seen some funny moments. I guess there's some bugs bugs in this area too, but we're gonna see a bit of a funny moment here. Just running around. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he thinks that there's something that needs to be done right now. I mean, honestly, he's gonna go pull that trash mob, which is probably not a bad idea to start, but there's just not gonna be any progression on this RP thing. Like, he's just gonna come up here and we're just gonna fight this thing for the whole time. Like, it's literally just gonna be a 1v5 against this overseer right now. We're not gonna advance the mechanics at all. It's finally down. I mean, the guy's like literally spamming RP. Do you see that? I only offer the finest. I only offer the finest. I only offer the finest. He's really trying to draw the attention to the fact that we're not doing that. Or does it again the 4th time. We actually saw this in a review from a little bit ago, but yeah, we're just not gonna start it. Like, literally just not gonna do it. We're just sitting here not doing it. The tank says, where is the item? It's on the vendor. Like, that's why he's spamming it. For you, I offer only the finest. Anyway, I guess the warrior's gonna grab it here. I don't know. They're just like running around in circles at this point, and then the warrior's just gonna come back with it. So I guess he had bought it or something. He found it. I don't know what the hell's actually going on here. He's gonna figure it out, and now we're actually gonna progress the RP here. We're gonna progress it, but it's gonna be slow progression. The pack dies, and then now we're just gonna go like stand over here and like wait. I don't actually know who has it right now, but we're just like not gonna do anything. The guy says, with these instruments, you will never miss a beat again. Up the tempo with the best drums in Tazavesh, trying to encourage people to make a trade with him, and we're just not gonna do it. Meanwhile, I mean, I have no idea what is actually about to happen right now, but meanwhile, the hunter dies. What the fuck is that, dude? Seriously, what is going on here? He's up there talking to the guy who like ultimately ends the event. Look, do you see? He's up there. You can see the pets, and then he just gets like punched by him. He says, you are bad for business, and he just kills him. What is going on? I genuinely can't get over this. This is not the moment I was talking about either. I have no idea. I think the guy actually has the item as well or something, because I don't know who has it right now. The guy just punches him, like actually just punches him and one-shots him, dude. I've never seen that before. That is really funny. Yeah, he had the item. Yeah. It's on the ground up there. Oh my God, I love this video game. Okay, so the hunter had the item, and he was trying to take it to like the end point. He just kept trying to give the item to the guy, and the NPC's just like, bro, I don't want this. I can't even say it with a straight face. He's like, bro, I don't want this stupid fucking fool. I don't want this stupid fucking flute. And he just knocks it out of his hand and kills him, dude. It's not over. The guy's gonna die again somehow. Okay, so they're fighting the pack now. They have the flute taken to the instrument guy, and then the guy's just not here. I don't know why he dies. Like, isn't there only 3 circles that go out? I have no idea. Does he pull trash? Because he just takes a bunch of damage, and then he just ends up dead. I don't even know what's going on here, dude. Are they done? Ruby Gem is the password. They're gonna enjoy their stay at Misa's Oasis. The guy's not gonna kill them as they enter. Hunter's still nowhere to be seen. Like, they're up here, they're ready for the concert, and the hunter just forgot his tickets. He has to go back. We have our first comment on it. The monk says, Hunter, hurry. I think he is. That's the scary part. I think he probably did what happened where we aggroed the trash on the way by before. I assume that's probably what happened. So I bet he was trying to avoid doing that or something, taking his time. I have no idea. Anyway, up to 18 deaths now at this point. This is actually kind of wacky. We like miss the angle that we need to do to slide. Watch this. He slides and only gets 2 of the 3. So yeah, we end with only 11 stacks, meaning we did not get like the red buff. The trash just spawns in random spots and just immediately has a vendetta for the hunter, just starts shooting him. Somehow, by the grace of Rexard, this guy is actually not going to get hit by those green circles. I see people die to that in 16s constantly. This guy actually moves out of them. Hooray. Oh, okay, hold on. I spoke too soon. Here comes another set of them. This time, both the hunter and the tank are just gonna stand in them. The tank is not a hunter, so he obviously lives through it, but the hunter just dies yet again. Up to 19 deaths now. So we have to burn a battle res to get the hunter up as we were doing the fight. By the way, have you seen the debuffs during the dungeon? I forgot to bring it up. We'll just take a minute to go back a few times. Here's one of them. I'm just like randomly clicking around in the video. Do you guys notice something? I'm sure you do. We'll talk about it at the end. Green circles are the hardest mechanic in the dungeon though. Here comes 2 more deaths to the green circles. It's the only mechanic on the entire fight, and we are going to watch 2 players stand in them, and we are coming up on the end of the timer. So this is the conversation we've been having here. A lot of people act selfishly in keys when things aren't going their way, and the group wants to continue anyway. It's pretty clear this group wants to continue this. We are at 21 deaths, and there's not been a vote to disband yet, but we are going to end the key just here. Watch this. This is insane. When I saw this for the first time, I laughed just as hard as I laughed at that Misa's Oasis part. We come I'm up here. I guess we're waiting for everybody. I'm not entirely sure what we're actually doing, but the paladin's like really far behind, and the hunter just said, I don't want to wait. Like, I'm not here to wait, bro. They walk in without anybody else and aggro both sides, I'm pretty sure, or maybe just a one side. Yeah, I guess they aggro just a one side, walk in, start getting melee. They don't even die to that. They die ultimately maybe to another mechanic, and then they fucking leave the key. Watch this. They leave the key. Look at how much time is left. Absolutely cracked me up, dude. I don't think I'll ever see this again, where somebody leaves the key and takes the penalty with 50 seconds left on the timer. Cracks me up. Beyond hilarious. Especially how ironic it is. Like, we saw so many people refuse to leave keys when they want to and fuck over the rest of the group, basically. This guy doesn't want to leave the whole time until he walks in the trash and then leaves 50 seconds before he could have done so without a penalty. So I'm sorry. There's a lot of hunters who watch this. I'm sorry, but you're playing the class that is piloted by the most confused people on the planet. I think this is insane. And also, by the way, the guy doesn't bloodlust once in the entire dungeon. This is now like the 5th time, I think this is the 5th time we have shown a BM hunter not bloodlusting once. I don't think you can even compare this to the other runs, because this guy is actually just allergic to living, dying in every possible way. And I'll tell you right now, when he gets punched by the guy in Misa's Oasis, this might be one of my favorite runs of the season. And it's really just 2 moments that crack me up. Leaving with 51 seconds left on the timer. Never thought I would see that. I think it's genuinely just people have no idea. This guy probably has no idea that leaving incurs a penalty, and he has no idea that leaving 51 seconds later would not incur that penalty. Thank you guys for some amazing submissions. We had bangers this weekend. We are going to be back to streaming this week, although I'm not sure what it's going to look like entirely. At the time of recording this, I don't know what the downtime is going to look like on Tuesday, but provided the game is playable on Tuesday, I do plan on playing it. I'm not actually sure what the release schedule is going to be like for Tuesday, but definitely for the rest of the week after that, we will be doing Legion Remix. My goal is to obviously level the character and get it like set up and stuff on there, but I actually do want to do Mythic Plus on Legion Remix. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from doing keys on the stream. I'm not exactly sure how long that break is going to be. The thing is about Legion Remix Mythic Plus is I do not plan on doing it with the group. I want to solo it, and I want to see how far I can actually get solo. If that is fun and engaging content, I will continue to stream that on this channel. If it is not, I may consider doing the content on the second channel, the leveling channel, and then we'll just make videos here instead. I'll make a video in the morning and then just do videos on the second channel of the Legion Remix stuff. Or maybe it'll just never be exciting and we'll just play it casually and I'll just come back to keys. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds right now. This is a very weird and tenuous moment, especially considering we don't know what happens with Alpha. I mean, I guess I'll eventually get into that too. Everything's up in the air right now, but I just want to say that the videos will keep on coming and the reviews will not stop, and we already are backlogged on them. So again, thank you guys for some amazing submissions, man. This channel is nothing without you guys. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.